Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore Survival. If you remember what happened last time, you are doing good. If you didn't, well, sucks to be you, you know? We got it working. Finally. It took so much effort to get it working. So much fucking effort. Okay, I have a water bucket. Good. What do I need? Look at that boy. Okay, that's... You need to sink, bro. You need to sink. Oh well. Well, he can stay like that for a little while, you know? Thinking of a place we need to put the dripstone blocks. Well, not really dripstone blocks, but the pointed dripstone. Because we need it to grow, so... Kind of funny. Imagine dripstone growing from the trees or something like that. I do have a question. Can dripstone even go on? It cannot be placed on. Do the next best thing. Go place the dripstone in. Go place the water bucket on. Break dirt with the axe. Nice. Kinda looks a little dumb, but it's also like... No one's gonna look. Eh. We can cover up with leaves at a later time. Who knows? We'll make a proper dripstone tree. That'd be pretty cool. That's... this. That's right, we came back from the mine. That's what it was. I was wondering where all this material came from. That. Let's go collect our collection of iron. After that wonderful friend is dead. I feel like it's loud again. I always feel like it's loud. No, it's just me. Just me. Please, thank you. Okay, I don't know where the rotten flesh comes from, but whatever. Look at that iron. See? Yeah. Like that. Yeah, we'll do it like that. The rotten flesh probably came from a zombie that fell in there just by happenstance, but still. Look at him. There you go. Pathfinding's a little buggy, but whatever. Okay, so we actually do have to do stuff with villagers today. We have to build librarians, that's what it is. Yes. Librarians and cartographers, we have to build them all. How much leather do I have? I have 11, so... 9? Nope. I have a book here, so... 11. Get all this. Papier. Give me the papier. Books. 12. we're gonna have to break this, but this is where our enchantment table will go. Nice that we now have it finally decided. Finally built, finally decided, all that good stuff. Like that, sure. That. Oh, like that. We got 5 and 12. That's gonna be good as a start. I do have slabs in here, I think. I do not have slabs in here. That was dumb. 5. Hey, deep slate, deep slate. Yeah, I'm just gonna... We're gonna chuck them all in here. This will be my villager hall. Means I don't need anything. Oh, that's a thing. It's very in the way, isn't it? Huh. Huh. I mean, I could put a door here. Or... That's actually kind of annoying. Oh, stop mimicking me. It's not nice to make fun of people like that. We'll go to this. I'll just deal with it like this. Like it's a pothole. Whatever works, right? It does. The chicken fell in there. This. I need this. Don't need that. You need some of that. Like, this area will be fine once I get some sand in it. Or not sand, the glass on top, but still. Photography table. Yeah, let's place these benches down. Put it on the outside. Yes. I can lock them in. Weird. Right. Actually, no, I'd probably have to lock them in one at a time because that's how it usually goes. So let's avoid doing that so far. Let's send a couple of villagers to this place. We'll get our rails set up. Get Fuck you, that's why, Jerry. Barry. Jimmy Dinjara. Okay. We go like this. Probably put a stop. This. That. That. No, you want it to connect it like that. Right? Because then you need. Right? Let's get some kerosene. We can make some levers. Hello, Rusty! Welcome to our party! Okay, yeah, there we go. You weren't here yesterday. What happened to you? It was a bit surprising. I'm holding you accountable. Personally. Why? I don't know, but I'm doing it. That's nice for you. Okay, 2 more leaves. That's good, that's good. Oh wow, fuck, that's actually pretty cool. Okay. Would I even need them? I would kind of need levers, don't I? Right. That goes like that. I mean, it depends on who you are, right? This way I can send every single one of them back. Or forth. I'm gonna get this set up with redstone at some point. Like with proper redstone, not with just levers. And this is gonna become like my fucking boatyard. Look at it, Rusty. Look. It works. It works so nicely. It works. I was scared for a while because I thought it didn't work because this guy wasn't sleeping, but the other two were, and it works. It took a lot of effort, Rusty. It took a lot of effort. Cleared out our pathway a little bit. Our villager farm is working too. Look at all these children ready to be abused. All these future slaves. We've got a cactus farm. We went out to get cacti. That's some good stuff. Well, I mean, it was just a one-shot thing. 1 block for 1 shot. It wasn't going to be a permanent stay on the thing. It was just a try it out, see what happens kind of thing. But nah, in truth I found it kind of boring. You know? At least in this you get to see interesting sceneries. In 1 block it's kind of just bland. So now we have some working farms and I am super excited. Oh, that's probably not a good thing. sir, go go the other way. Go and slave you later. Okay, let's break that so that they stop slightly taking damage. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, fight me, sirs. Wow, I'm so cool, I'm so fancy, look at that. Got losers. I need to get more, whatever they're called, rail tracks, there we go. There we go. I got all this glass and I need green to tint it, but I got no green. Like, I kinda got some green, but I got no green. That's true. I can trade iron now that I've got an efficient way of getting it. Paper, this, that, paper, thing. I kept meaning to throw those away. Our first golden apple. Look at that, Rusty. 1 diamond. I mean, like, we used some for our pickaxe, but, you know, no one cares about that. There we go. Yeah, we'll turn this one. Turn this one into our thing. Actually, that's true. That's this. Yes. I mean, they're all good options, no matter what. Let's switch that there, let's switch that there. You, sir, can be the first one to enter the cool space. Actually, I'm gonna need my slabs. Or slabs. Slabs. I was wondering which blocks I need, because I don't want to keep pushing them back onto here. I'm gonna put them on, I should probably make them even. 3 blocks out, 3 blocks out. Okay, 3 blocks out. True. They're the blast furnace, aren't they? Because what is there? There's the armor thing, the smithing table. Interesting. Okay, let's go possess some trapdoors. I do have slabs. I have slabs now, rather. Soybean. Look, we finally got cats spawning back into the village. That's not annoying at all. I say that with look at our nether portal. Look how big it is. I like it. It's placed centrally in the entire town, kind of. It just kind of... It's the backdrop of the wall, which used to be a building, which is now basically my storage system. I have very clearly decided how I want it built. Yes. Yep. What you did, sir? I need you to... No. Go back. Yep, yes, thank you, go back. Yep. No. Go back into your prison. I will murder you if you don't. Actually, I probably won't do that now that there's iron golems spawning, but I'd be very angry if you didn't. That, sir, go jump. I know you can. I know you love it. You villager freaks love jumping. I don't care if he's on the inside or on the outside. I just want him on one side. Thank you. You can trade like this. One of you wants to be a cartographer. Cool. Get in there. Good. This will be the cartographer wall. Literally just cartographers. Which might be a little excessive, but also not excessive. No, but with the lecterns, I can get glass. With cartographers, they buy glass. Right? Cartographers buy glass, which is very useful. They buy glass panes. Yeah, and? That's not gonna be hard. Just let loose a single baby zombie. Or bring them back up on a rail cart to a baby or a regular zombie. Hell, I probably wouldn't want to do that for that guy. Let's go actually put those minecart children back. We'll put these here for now. It feels so weird being rich in iron. We haven't named him yet. We're still kind of on the fence about that one. Bonzo. Bingo for Bonzo, it's Bonzo's Bingarina. Feels like I'm stealing like from FNAF energy or something like that. You, sir, need to move your fucking head. Fine then, I'll hit you. How do you like that? Yeah. You didn't, bitch. I need to get as many of them as I can, right? So now I'm at 5, what, cartographers? It's gonna be annoying. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to make a villager farm just so close to my house. But that is an issue for future me to settle. For a second there I thought that guy, the golem, was going to murk me. I totally thought he was going to murk me for punching that villager. Blocks. Okay. Cool. That's pretty cool to know. But it's pretty hard for them to spawn anything when it's like this. There's issues here. There are a lot of issues here. I shouldn't be able to shouldn't have any issues with this. Yeah, there we go. Right? Right. Okay. Just means I need to go underneath them later. Hey, it's a fully iron. We actually found 2 full spawners the other day. We found a spider spawner, regular spiders, and we found a zombie spawner, which was pretty cool. So we're gonna have to make farms out of those eventually. I'm going to need to make another shovel. I'm always running out of shovels, honestly. Granted, I use them for pretty much everything, so it makes sense. Okay, this... one of those. Enchant the shovel? I mean, sure. I'm not gonna get anything good, though. Efficiency 1, not bad. I go like this, like that. Maybe I should use the shovel. Again, I'm gonna have to probably go like this. That. Just need to make markers as to where I have to dig. And I could have used slabs again, just in a slightly different way. It would have been smart. But at least in this way, I use less annoying methods. For me, less annoying methods for me. I don't really care about other people. I mean, that's pretty much what this is as well. It's a trading hall, just very barbaric, you know? I have to break this. The only reason I put blocks underneath here is because it looks good. I'm gonna have to break a lot of these. And that does work, sure. But it's not as satisfying. Like, it's like having stables. Also, none of them have connected. That's right, it's because I'm pretty sure they're too high to see it. I'm too high, bruh. Yeah, see. Now they're giving me what I want. I'm making this a lot more complicated for myself. Let's see, I got all the slabs, yes. Nice. Try and get into a cartography table, sir. Yeah, down. Yeah, get into your walking area. Oh. Down there. I mean, yours was kind of a messy placement, but still. Kind of like cubicles in an office, right? That's what this was reminding me of. Cubicles in an office. How do you not see him, sir? You just not see a way across? Like, what's up, Mr. Golem? He's just vibing over there. He doesn't care. Damn. The worst bodyguard I have ever seen. Low grade, no stars. Yeah, after we get these guys in, do a little bit of trading with them, we'll, Okay, so yeah, all these slabs... It turns out every one of these slabs was really dumb. So, the options. I mean, I could cut it all out. I'm gonna have to cut every single slab out because I'm fucking dumb. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you lose a couple hours, right? And then I'll replace them with... I'll replace them with slabs, but one block lower. That's being smart. Kind of. Maybe. As you can see, I'm
not the smartest person in the world, but I try to be. We're gonna have to break all of this deep slate, bring them one full block lower from where they are, which means this outer layer will be half a block below everything else. Hello, silly! Welcome to our party! And what a party it is! We're having fun breaking deep slate that was improperly placed because I'm dumb. Yay! But we have ample time, ample pickaxes, ample Pepsi to choke on. I love that last one, actually. The last one is muy bueno. We're making a pretty simple villager farm at the moment. It is pretty simple. It's also very annoying. And then once we're done here, we'll hopefully do some enchanting, and we'll have to go on a cow hunt. Cow and horse and all those animals that give you leather. Get some books and then do some enchanting before we head to the nether. That is the plan of action. We also have an iron golem farm right above us, so that's something. Don't know if that's good or not, but it's something. And in the nether, we will probably try and make a gold farm, but only after we get blaze rods this time. Because last time it was not fun. You know, last time was a little, aggressive. With the piglin farm, which we then subsequently died for. Ah, shit. It is single player. We are doing everything we can alone. Gotta make sure we clear up our resources. I find it really funny that our entire house is just the hollowed out husk of like one of the villagers' workshops. We've torn down their homes, we've torn up their land, we cut down all of their trees, and now we're enslaving their children after having accidentally murdered most of the inhabitants because I'm really bad at rearing villagers. And that's not explicit in the slightest, that is just the word used for controlling and taming animals. The word is rearing. It is a very unique word as well. There we go. At this should be a little bit below everything else. Good. Actually, this side. Oh, thank you. Very kind of you. let's... I do watch anime, and, well, I used to watch anime. I kind of fell out of favor of it. Not that I hate it, I just prefer reading manga now. Manga? Manga? I guess that's more of a semantic thing, you know, everyone says it differently. Good old ones such as Code Geass were always a good one. Let's see. Ooh, that's some nice sounds right there, some nice sound quality. Yeah, I used to love watching Code Geass. I still do. I've watched it a couple times. Heck, it's been a long time since I've actually watched anything big. Huh, let me think about that. Phantom Requiem for a Phantom is good. I give it an A+ on my rating. Well, actually, no, I give it probably a B+ or an A- on my rating scale. I'm missing 16 of these. There we go. I can tell how much sugar cane I failed to pick up. Okay, not creepy. It's cool. My mom says it's cool. Damn, got all that sugar cane. I watched through the first season. It was okay, and then it also just became a meme, and so I kind of held off on that. Keep going. But I've heard good things about it, regardless. Lagging? I think it might be lagging a little bit. There might be just too many things going around. Huh. Let's save and quit and open up again. Hopefully the lag will be gone. Ooh, that one's actually... Oh boy, that's a hard lag spike with that happening. Let's see. Other anime, that is a good question. Fuck, I've seen so many of them. I actually have a book somewhere. Don't know if I put it back on my bookshelf or not. Probably not. That would be the smart place to put it, you know? I think it's on my desk somewhere, but I've got like... It is on my desk. I've just got a bunch of other fucking books on top of it, which are impeding my progress. Hello, little red book. Hello, Mr. Big Boy. Alright, back to the world. Probably do that so I don't die. I used to be super avid into Pokemon. I used to write stats and shit for Pokemon all the time. Trying to make Pokemon teams. I was pretty terrible at it. I would count it as a cartoon. But that doesn't mean it's bad. You know, if you like it, then you like it, right? There's nothing wrong with liking a good show, or cartoon, or whatever it is. He needs to attach himself to Oh, cool. You know, you are not the first person from India here. But cool, that's cool for you. Cool to meet you. Actually, I do have a question about India. In fact, I have a question about this for the entire world. How do you calculate time? Now, you might be thinking, what kind of fucking crazy shit is this drug addict on? But I'll tell you this. I think time is one of the only things that is taught the exact same way around the world. Which is a strange thing. It is one of the only things that is taught all the way around. I mean, like, do you understand the 12 or 24-hour clock? Do you run in 24-hour increments, which would be equated to a day? Is your year still 365? Like, time has to be the only thing that's actually universal around the world. Which is a very interesting concept. I think it's interesting. Hey, we do have a smithing table. Cool. Because actually I've had questions about time. In fact, I want to get the courage to do a video on time. The things about time, the concept of time, and all that jazz. But I just never do. I just never do. I need to put the paper back. The paper back all day long. I also need to get a lot more food in my stomach. Cause that's probably smart. Oh, listen to that sound. Look at that sight. That is always just a glorious sight. Just to see all the plants breaking. Nice. That's actually pretty cool. I'm pretty sure most people would not know that, actually. Especially since a lot of people would say, or would believe that the concept of time only originated in, like, the early years, but it's like, no. Like, by early years, I mean years pretty close to us. Like, that does not make sense. How could they have a concept of space and that the world revolves around the sun? They didn't have a concept of time. I had a composter. Oh well. Right? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. 1, 2, 4. Exactly. There's also a drip clock? Yeah, a drip clock. Which is in a museum, and it's filled with some kind of tar that drips very, very slowly. And apparently, no one has actually ever captured its dripping on camera. Which is kind of cool. And kind of creepy. Every time they've almost got it on camera, it seems to have... Or not even on camera, no one has actually witnessed it dripping. Same with how there's a famous clock, what's it called? I don't know which, but it's encased in a glass sealed tube, and it's been spinning since it's been running since its creation. But people are too afraid to open it up and see how it runs because they're afraid they won't be able to put it back together, and they'll just break the mechanism or whatever's inside. Which would make sense. That's actually a reasonable fear. Me? I'm living up here in Canada. Guy placed a block where I didn't want him to place blocks. How rude. I'm up in Canada. Getting cold. Or rather, it's beginning to get cold. The winter season has started. Or no, the fall season actually. Winter doesn't start for another month or two. That I have ample access to all that. I needed those. I needed that spruce door. Yeah, get in there, you sir. Yep, get in there. Hazards, who would have guessed that you had to fall inside the danger pit? I did not mean to hit you there, sir. Bread. Okay, you're not gonna take the bread. I accept it. We'll bury him later after we set the daylight on. It has not even been an hour since we started, and it doesn't look like we've made progress, but we have made progress, which is an important thing. I mean, are you mocking the way I said it, or just that I said bury? I could say bury. I'll bury him alive. But no, it's not even bury. Yes, no, it's not bury. You can bury someone, but you would take the action to bury them. Maybe, I don't know. Hello, Mr. Creep! Welcome to our party. And what a fantastic party it is. Get out of there! Oh, Suffer! Welcome back. Been a while since we had you last year. Look at that, we got some villagers up in trading arms, that's good. We have a working iron golem farm, or not even an iron golem farm, we have a working iron farm. I know, they're so happy they'll stay forever. Look at that, 2.5 stacks, that is... Muy caliente! That's not the right word. Caliente, I'm pretty sure is spicy still. Mucho... No, that's not the right word either. Damn. 2.5 stacks, that is hot. That is some hot stuff right there. Yeah, let's send off dirt. Let's send back the rail tracks. Yeah, well... That... I guess... Getting 2.5 stacks of iron for free without having to do anything? Hell yeah, that's hot. Especially considering the fact that the iron came from burning sentient automatons alive, so... You know, it's apt as to how I said it. That's actually kind of a weird thing to think about. We are burning automatons alive. Right. You could think, oh no, it's just a bunch of iron and a pumpkin. But it's like, it's more than that though. We have a dripstone. That's gonna be growing thanks to that dripstone. Exactly. Molten iron. That's right, we need to go on our killing spree for any animal with leather. I need leather. I need plenty of leather. And there's leather to be had. I need books. That's the main thing. I need books. I could use one of my lecterns to make books, but you know, this way is just as fun. Yippers. Scree for me. They're going to haunt my dreams. They're going to haunt my dreams. Oh, these animals will haunt my dreams. I like that we live next to ice. Ice is good. I can make a nether highway with ice and boats with that. I always got like 5 different plans going, and 90% of them, all but like one of them, it's always way far ahead of where I actually am. Like, I should build another highway. It's like, I have to get into the nether first, you know? I should, you know, make a proper gold farm or whatever. Well, you know, I gotta do that too. Gotta get into the nether. I should, you know, do something in the nether. Well, you gotta get in there first, and you gotta make sure you're safe before you can get in there. Because you're a clumsy oaf. Ah, there's dust in my throat. Ah! Ah, fuck, that hurts. Oh. Ah. Ah. You know when you get like a hair in your throat or dust and you have to cough? Yeah, that was the agony, but as of course I've said, my microphone is not even 3 inches away from my face, so I have to I can't allow myself to cough or else I will break everyone's eardrums. No, I'm not gonna kill llamas. They're my children. I mean, I have a little bit of a conscience. You can't tempt me like that. Come on, you massacred the cows, alright. You already are gonna be haunted by the screams of the damned horses. I don't know when the next watering trader is gonna come by, though. I actually don't. I have more than 12. I have 13. Okay, who do we kill? I'm a bit of a sucker. Who do we kill? I mean, I think it would... I was gonna say, I think it would be in bad taste to kill the brown llama. Beige. Yeah, Baggy? We want to kill him? Okay, Richard. Oh well. I mean, it's too late. Yeah, that's because I have villagers. You know, that was a smart idea. That was a smart plan. I'm just a dumb idiot, though. So, it didn't work. Okay, after we get these 3 bookshelves up, once we get these 3 bookshelves up, we will... There we go. Sleep for the night. Or we won't. We'll deal with this. Paper. Okay. Look at how messy this thing is. I should get texture packs. I mean, I kind of have a texture pack, but I should get better ones. Like I've got, what is it? The animation pack. That's not the right one. Oh, I don't have them enabled. That would make sense. Glistening butter. I didn't even notice that I didn't have them enabled. Good job, me. That's the better one? Yeah, I think it was because the fucking one... Now look at these guys. Look at these guys. They look at me now. Their eyes follow me. And an iron golem, wherever he is. Purple 16X. We'll have to keep that in mind. Okay. It's 3. Let's put on our armor. Never get good enchantments. That protection, that's unbreaking one. I am on YouTube. I post all of these streams there, as well as I have a lot of other streams. You know, playing that much Bed Wars ain't that bad. Thank you, Silly, for that follow. I've come to the conclusion I'm missing something, and I know what it is. I need this, I need to sleep, get this. I need to bring another villager over, and then turn him into a Fletcher in a separate room because I don't want to deal with him escaping. Hey look, my spike is growing. Get it wet and the spike will grow. I'm a freak of nature. Okay, yeah, let's go back. I completely forgot about Fletchers and how I need arrows, so that was... It was génial. Génial. Fletcher table, thank you. Yeah, let's break these and use them. We can always replace these. I was gonna show how he dies. Guess we won't be doing that one. Hog dying. But yeah, certain creatures like zombies, creepers, spiders, any type of villager variant, they have unique animations with this one on. They have their own unique animation. Like this. Look at him. He's even angled. You're looking a little... You're looking a little spaced out, friend. Well, it's a little... Thank you. Okay, what do I need? I need to break all this. I need to get more cobblestone because I'm out of cobblestone. Let's get slabs and thing and cobblestone. I'm gonna have to bring cobblestone with me back into the nether probably. Yeah, try getting out of that, bitch. You can't, bitch. You never will. Your parents don't want you. Your daddy don't want you. Now, how's about we take a little sit down? Talk about how many people do want you. The answer's none. I'm not a nice person. I am not a nice person to villagers. I need a water bucket. Oink. I mean, I guess it makes sense as to why I'm not a nice person. I keep getting bad enchantments from the enchantment table. Hey sir, I need you to... Yeah, there we go. Now that you don't have an option... Let's go... No, no, get back in there. Kill something. Oh. That will be done. Okay. I need to give him, make sure he has the stuff I need. Arrows. So let's actually go get some arrows. Some, emeralds. Remember, we're doing a quick stock up before we go to the nether. So I don't really want to be, testing my luck, if you know what I mean. How many hours did it take to get here? Probably too many. Too many is too many. Get more cobblestone. More cobblestone. If I remember correctly, you play Bed Wars on Hypixel? Then I wouldn't be able to. I was banned during their mass banning period back, what, 8 years ago? Because I used a public computer and they didn't like people having the same IP or whatever. I do believe that is actually the real reason. I'm not just trying to roll. Hypixel was really weird. Need a few more. Some lapis, get myself an enchantment. Efficiency 1 and unbreaking, that's some good shit. Get myself the things that I actually need. Yeah, I mean, you can curse them all you want, but how much does it change, right? I could probably, but I don't have another account, and this account serves me just fine. I was looking for my flint and steel. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's some A+ stuff right there. Probably not smart to go in here with a half-broken shield, is it? That is... I'm not stalling, I'm actually being serious. I've done it before, I have died before. Even if you have HP on your shield, do not go in there with a half-broken shield. Not smart. It's very dumb. Okay, what do we need? I need to go like this, like that. Like that. Alright, no worries. We will be here for that time. Okay, time to go. Time to see the other side. Hey, redwood. It's always always red forests. Always. I don't know what it is about red forest, but it is always them. Mushrooms. So silly. What's your favorite type of cookie? I know it's a silly question, but you know. I don't think so. I mean, you'd usually have swirling orange particle effects if you had fire resistance. Oh no, I mean drowning. You were meaning if you drown. Yeah, I do believe you can drown in lava. Usually you burn to death first. Homemade cookies, that is a good choice. Homemade always has that special hit of love. By that, I mean like 12 pounds of cocaine. I know where the homemade cookies come from. You know, I'll be fine using the nether wart in there, but I don't want to use the nether rack. I shouldn't be too afraid of ghast at this time, because it'd be pretty hard for them to hit me, but I'm still somewhat afraid of them. Especially in this forest, so we will make sure it is impossible, or close to, for them to actually hurt me. This is not an even portal. Oh, it is an even portal, okay, yeah. Never mind. I mean, they can spawn in the air, right? That's the big thing. If they spawn in the air, I'm kind of screwed. But yeah, they should have a hard time spawning in this area. Especially since I left without my flint and steel, so if I get stuck in the nether, I'm very screwed. Granted, I do have burnable wood, so that is something. Awesome. My uniquely crafted house is now complete. Bucket. Don't need 15. We'll toss most of this here in the event that we don't need it. We'll toss one of those in there. Toss that. And we have some spare tools and shit. I guess it's time to explore. We don't have to worry about the piglins because we do have a gold chestplate. Enchanted with fire protection, what is that, 5? 4. Fire protection 4. There is a blue forest over there, which is muy bueno. Very, very, very good. Bueno. Muy bueno, very good. Excelente. But yeah, we're gonna definitely have to cover ground on top of the mushrooms if we don't want to deal with the fucking pigs all the time. Because the red forest is what spawns the zoglins or the hoglins or whatever. The beefy pigs. Beeferinos. Oh. Well, then we have the best there is. That's a lot of lava, sir. Yeesh. Compensating for something? Oh man, I'm so gonna get lost in this forest. I can totally see myself getting lost in here. I thought it was like all the other protections though. You know how you have blast, what is that? Projectile, regular. Ooh, is this a nether waste? Pretty cool if it's a nether waste. It is a nether waste! Yeah! Nether wastes are good because then we can build, what is that? A zombie piglin farm. Which will give us a simple XP farm. We're right next to Soul Sand, or whatever this place. I always forget its name. And a Soul Sand Valley, so that's cool. Is this still nether waste? This can't be nether waste. This has got to be something else. Huh, I guess this is part of the nether waste. Interesting. We've got a sword, an axe, a bow, pickaxe. Oh, interesting. The more you learn, the less you know. The more you see, the more you grow. The more I want to be, the more I want to show. Kill me now, forever now. How do you like my poem? Oh, where are my arrows? What happened to all of my arrows? What happened to... Did I put them all in the chest? What's the point in having a bow if I put all the arrows in the chest? Please stop. This is why you won't get a girlfriend, Mr. Gast. You're aggressive, you chase them away. Like, you freak out at the slightest thing, you cry like a baby. This is why you won't be getting a girlfriend. Really. You gotta feel kind of bad for anyone who the Gast ends up with. Trolling, screams like a banshee, spits fireball. it's really toxic relationships for them. Blue forest. This way. There we are. I don't think they were humans, but they were piloted by humans, as if they were machines. I do believe that was the lore. Endermen were humans. Testificates, which are now villagers, were humans. But ghast were piloted. Similar to how the Guardians and Elder Guardians are mechanical, being controlled by a fish for balance and movement. But yeah, it's cool to see lore like that. And now I have arrows. So I can screw over those ghast who want to hurt me. I wanted to go through the Soul Sand Valley to see what kind of goods I could get. Remember, we're looking for the Nether Fortress now. Yeah. The achievement list is weird. Look at all those fireballs as we were escaping. Yeesh. Those are dangerous. You get hit by a leg spike with a bunch of babies, you will be melted. Yes, there is a Enderman here. Fine, I'm okay with that. Don't need to hunt him down or die trying. Honestly, I just kind of leave Enderman alone for the most part. You know, they don't bother me, I don't bother them, right? Nether Fortress. Haha. That's right. That's actually. And I have a boat, I guess. They Sea of Thieves? Maybe. Probably want to get friends before I do that. There we go. Bring this down. Oops. Wasting durability. But I mean, like, isn't it more fun with games? Isn't it a game built to be with friends? Or almost pretty much built to be with friends? Like, I'm not too certain about that, so I wouldn't be able to really comment. Here we are over top of that. Like, heck, Call of Duty Zombies is built to be with friends. Well, I mean, it was at one point. Now it's just, something. Am I right or am I right? Okay, boat. Activate. Okay. I guess let's like that for a second. A real hot minute. I do own a Switch. Not that I've ever really opened up the system too much. I mean, I played it for Pokemon. What is that? Sword and Moon, or Sword and Shield. And I never really played it again. It's sad, I know. It's like, played it for the game I wanted. Didn't really have the games that I wanted, or the strength of playing the games that I wanted. Maybe. I mean, is that game even still popular? That is a big question, actually. I mean, I do plan on streaming a Pokemon game. I plan on streaming the fan Pokemon game. What's it called? It's called Pokemon Uranium. And I would love to play, you know, games like Emerald and stuff like that, of course. But Nintendo being Nintendo. True. Nintendo being Nintendo had forced a lot of emulator sites to take down all of their emulators of old games a long time ago. It actually really is sad to see just how much Nintendo likes playing the villain. It's like, it's a game that you're not going to get money off of because no one's buying it. It's literally like 20 years old at this point. But okay, Nintendo, you do you. Bastards. I don't know. I got mixed feelings about Nintendo, alright? Mixed bag when you deal with them. That's for my safety. This is for my safety as well. Wither skeletons are... And... Hello, B-Cast! Welcome to our party. You've never had a Switch before? What? I know, it's been a hot minute, as they would say. A little bit of a new world, yeah. I mean, it might be new to you, not new to me. How many days are we? We're 50 days into this world. 50. That's a hot minute. And that's a story. You see, we were in the nether. We were spawn proofing an area so we could get better spawn rates for our mob farm. And we were doing it on top of gravel, and the gravel fell and caused us to fall into the lava ocean. Yeah, it was a sad day for me. Where are all the wither skeletons? Like, I don't want them here, but where are they? Honestly. Like, honestly, where's anything? There's nothing in this. Diamonds! And a saddle. Saddle and a flint and steel. Now we can get out of here. Could need be. I mean, it's on one of the streams. I think they're still up. Very end of one of the streams. It was. Yeah, thanks for dropping by. It's been fun. It was nice meeting you as well. There's the wither skeleton. Alright, you can make a withered skeleton farm. That is a question that I have. Like, can you? He's gonna shoot fireballs at me. How you been doing, Bcast? That's good. Any new adventures in your life? Anything worth talking about? That's good. Let's hear it then. Give me content. Ooh, nice. I think I know how to do those a little bit, but mine would probably be a little, poorly made. I mean, like, it took me several days to properly rear villagers. I would not have the best time. Six of them? How'd you get 6 of them? Because there's only 4 cardinal directions. I see. Guess we found this place, but it's also very dangerous. We still haven't found the blaze spawners though, actually. That is the way we came from originally yet. Could also be a way we came from. There's a guy over there. Hey! Oh, that's where all the fucking... meat farms to build. I mean, you could build a cactus farm. Those are useful. A cocoa farm. A villager farm. A farm for making villager babies. An iron farm. I got 3 of those. Fuck, I don't know, man. Do you expect me to be the farm guru? Or something? I don't fucking know. You could build an ender pearl farm. That's a lot. Does any one person need that much? Does any one person need that much fucking iron? 4 gold ever? Yeah, I don't think any one person needs that much iron. Okay, let's I mean, it looks like I found where all the fucking wither skeletons came from. Holy shit! Hey, we got a road. Okay. A dog farm? I mean, it would definitely be unique. Or leg them to death. That would also be an option. I feel like you're only wanting to do that because of Technoblade. Oh, that's a horrible noise. Because Technoblade did something similar. Ghasts, am I right? I never actually picked up a bucket of lava. That's very dumb of me. Hey, no worries. Thanks for dropping by. It's been fun. I hope your world goes well. That's this. Okay. I just need to put the lava in behind. Right, that's all I need to do. I need to get more of this stuff. Yeah, I need to put the lava in behind and push them forward and slow down their spawning. All those things. I need to kill them for blaze rods, which I now have one, I think, of. That's the important thing, having a little bit of them. Okay, there we go. This. They sound like static, the blazes. Just cool. Kind of like a river static. Ooh, that is a lot of them. Okay, yes. Go. Okay, with this we will properly weight everything up. Clear it all away first. That'll be where the lava is. This could lead to the fucking skeleton spawning up here, but that's okay. Oh man, Fire Protection 4 is grand. Damn, Osiris. Okay. Let's actually go like this. I don't really want them coming down on me like this. Oh, it's a good thing I brought a lot of product. So let's see, let's get slabs, thank you. Let's get full of chests. Oh, one chest. Carry the excess. flint saddle, good. This. Go 12 of those, go like this, go cha-ching. Let's go 3. Let's turn those into hoppers. Good. This. Oops. One there. Start off with this. That. Alright. Actually, I need to go back up for a second. I need signs, that's what I need. Thank you. You. Yes, yes, yes. So then, we'll go that. Ooh, okay, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Let's have the signs at the ready this time. Yeesh. Or at least I can do right. I'm very dumb, aren't I? Right? It is me. Okay, there's space. There's some random space there. Like that way. Okay, what happened to the other signs though? Pretty sure I placed down 3 signs. Okay, so let's actually make another sign then. I don't know how much materials I spend on this trash. Also, everyone talks about, you know, things like the stairs. Fucking signs are broken, man. Like, fuck the stairs. The signs are what's broken. That. I'll go like this. I'll go that. bows anymore. We'll need to get in there and push them down. See you all. You know, I'll have to kill all these guys out here with bows or something. There we go. Just a little more. This side is all cleaned of lace. Almost. Okay, so they are still spawning outside. That is part of the issue. God, this is awful. Like, number one, I don't even know how to make a blaze farm in general, so that's not good. That lack of knowledge coupled with other bits of lack of knowledge really don't make the best sales pitch. Okay. Ew, that would've been bad. I need to manage my health better. Jesus. Fuck, that scared me. Yep, we're in hell. We are now subjecting ourselves to a bad time. I'm trying to make it so I can use that as an actual, like, mob spawner. But number one, I'm bad at it. Number two, I don't know what I'm doing. And number three, there are so many fucking blazes. Okay, let's... Man, playing Cyberpunk's buggy ass suit's less annoying than this. Okay, so I think I covered up all the spawn points. Now they can only spawn in one place. Be filtered down to here, right? I think so. I hope so. Please filter down. But I'm doing my half slabs actually. Huh. Weird. And they are kind of filtering. A 9? Oh, okay, yeah, that would be a 4x4. I mean, yeah, sure, I guess that's an option. Okay, but this is the middle, so that's... 3, 4... 1, 2, 4. Oh, and he's right, what, there? I think he's right there. I do not. So if he's right there, 1, 2. I do not know how to deactivate. Glowstone? Okay, Go this way into the breach. Into the breach! Reach for the stars! Look, we got some glitched out lava again. Okay, I'll have to look at that actually. Give me a second to look at that. Okay. Okay, okay. I can do that. So that's what? 9 pieces of glowstone? I can do that, yeah. Not like I've almost been incinerated by glowstone previously. Or not glowstone, the glowstone. Yes, I've been incinerated by the glowstone, you know. Fucking idiot. This is not safe. This is not safe. Lava runs fast in this. In the nether. This is very much not safe. But I guess I got up here. Cool. Nice. Awesome. What happened to the glowstone? The glowstone. I can get from here. Fucking glow. Fuck, all the glowstone is so far away. It is aggressively harming my reason to live. Raison d'être. Raison d'être. Is that? What? Is that a ruined? What? It's a ruined. Ah! I just bit my fucking tongue. It's a ruined portal. Ow! Fuck me. You know, I don't know if this is just one giant, what's it called? Fortress, or if it's 2 fortresses. Because that looks like the break of a different fortress. Okay, let's grab our stuff first and drop it back at base, because hopefully there'll be glowstone there. I need to use the stone for other stuff. Ah, I bit my tongue. Hope we can find a way home in the first place. Down? I think it's down. Get down. This way. Probably. I will probably get a little lost for this zone. Because now I'm going through it backwards, and backwards is never fun. Hell, forwards is confusing, backwards is even worse. Was all this wrong? Yeah, that'd be smart, wouldn't it? Ooh, fucking criminies. That's a lot of skeletons, son. I know where I am now. I mean, it was only like 3 skeletons, but still. Okay, I do know where I am. I've been here before. I think we just have to go up. I don't think it's up. Yeah, it's not up. Behind this area. Or it could be running backwards, who knows.
Well, that's a big darn hamburger. You got a nice juicy hamburger with you, sonny boy.
That one was a bit. That one was a bit extra. Ho ho ho, bugger. I don't know a French accent, okay? Baguette, baguette, oui. I'm here again, fuck. Imbubra. Oh, I'm still here. Oh no, I'm trapped in an MC Escher painting. Oh no. I think maybe no, that's the wall again. Oh.
Oh!
I am trapped in an MC Escher painting. Let's see. Let's go this way. Wrong. Can you say English short sword 10 times fast? Yeah, that's a tongue twister. That's a real tongue twister. Okay. I'm so fucking confused. I think I have to go this way. I do have to go this way. I'm right. Oh, thank goodness. That is just a separate entire fortress, right? Do I have two fortresses spawned right next to each other? That'd be pretty cool. Not gonna lie, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we'll be getting glowstone in a moment. I need to do something before I get glowstone. I need to go back home. That was wrong of me. I need... Oopsie. Too focused on my task to be smart. This is a really wonky... Ooh, this is a really wonky thing, isn't it? That. Perfect. You know, I have to say that is a perfect staircase. Nothing is wrong with that staircase. It's atrocious. It is it is art. It is art. That is what it is. It is art. Okay, let's take the stairs. Oh, I will lose track of where I am. Yes, I think so, yes. That was me screeching, yep. And it was less of a screeching and more of just pushing air through my lungs. Yes, 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 baby, yes, baby, yes, baby. Give me the green. Give me the good stuff. I'll give you all the drugs. Yes. Nya, 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 nya. So there's actually two reasons as to why I left like this. Number one, I need to drop a lot of my stuff. That is a big fucking forest. I need to drop a lot of my stuff off at home base. Number two, glowstone is easier to get from here. It's closer to the ground, which is less blocks to pillar. Number three, I only said there was two reasons, but number three is because number two came up into my mind afterwards. Number three is that when I leave the area of the blazes do despawn, which means I don't have to waste time killing all those blazes. Oh boy, I think I've gone past my base. Why does these pigs hurt me so? It's this way. Probably gone past my base pretty hard, but still. Babies! What's with all these pigs? I am getting myself... yeah. I mean, what starter nether base isn't? I've gone to the wrong direction. Fuck, it's cause those pigs messed me up my... Those pigs messed up my sense of direction. Made me enter an area I was unfamiliar with. I need to find the 4-log tree. Oh, never mind. It's right there. Lost inside the depths of the forest. Literally. This is my base. Okay, let's drop off all of our useless stuff. I found 2 diamonds in there. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's bring some more cobblestone. More cobblestone. Bring some extra chests or buckets. Yeah, sure. Now that we have ample iron from an iron farm, I am willing to spare the extra charge. Hello, Max. Welcome to our party. And I must say, what a grand party it is. It's hosted by me, the Grand. That made no sense, and it didn't have to. The Gran. That's an interesting name that I chose for myself. See, it's the. I was calling it the 4-block tree. It's actually more than 4 blocks, but still. That was my own fault. Oh no. Okay, so I think I hit a piglin by accident. Yeah, you can all burn. I'm pretty sure I hit a baby piglin by accident, so that was fun. Well, at the very least, I can't miss the lava tree the tree any longer. Okay. I know, I've got to get it up here. Oh yeah, baby. that was the thing to drop into. I think big no-no. What's a big no-no? I didn't jump off. I got blasted off because the fire charge hit where I was standing. Ooh, welcome back, Suffer. Why would I do that when I could just shoot it with an arrow? See? See, look at that. Rusty, you're not always right. Sometimes I'm right too. Oh, my glowstone! How dare this world take my drugs from me? I mean, technically glowstone kind of is a drug because you use it for potion making, and that's like drug squared right there. Like, what does it do? Doesn't glowstone increase the time that a potion is active or something like that? Yeah, I think glowstone increases the time that a potion effect is active. It's witchcraft, you fool. I mean, at least it's not necromancy. Or transmogrification. I see. Then glowstone increases the strength. Look at all those happy little blocks ready to meet me. Good jump. All the glowstone I can get. Happy little pigs ready to eat me. I don't think they need to be happy for that, but, you know, you aren't wrong in your analogy, judging by how fast they're chasing me. Hey, no worries. Thanks for dropping by a second time. Or third. Third. Yeah, this would be the third time. I've almost used up a full stack of arrows. Damn, that's not a good thing. I need to learn some like speedrunner strats while like strafe jumping. Is strafe jumping like a speedrun trap? Or just like a manhunter thing? Ah, I can feel like my pinky cramping up. This is awful. Boink. Parkour! I guess I'm going to be running. Okay. I guess I didn't forget where it was located, which was good. Pretty terrible if I did. Be nice, nice. Look at this friendly little staircase right here. Friendly staircase. Perfectly usable. I do. One in each corner. One between each corner and one on top of the spawner itself. 9 in total. Germany's no in total. I am being dumb. I'm being dumb about a lot of things. Honestly, I nearly got killed by blazes because I wasn't keeping my food, my health topped up. Like, that's why I got into trouble with those blazes earlier. No. No. We've already learned how dangerous fucking gravel is. Fuck gravel. It killed us last time. I will not make that same I will not make the same mistake again. That's very annoying. Awesome. How's it going, Mr. Blaze? Bye, Mr. Blaze. Oh, wow. We were on the right track to getting a safe... Because that's where the blaze spawner is, over there. No. Sometimes we'll have, like, a leather hat or something like that, but I've never made a full set of leather armor. Wow, that kind of hurt me emotionally. That should be the glowstone formation as far as I know it. I mean, like, why would I ever make fucking leather armor, right? Okay, with this one, 4. This would be a way to get shot down. Makes sense. Okay, now that this is settled, we can actually fix up this entire crap fest we have over here. You know, I bet Mumbo Jumbo would have loved to have this way to shut down the blaze spawners. Mumbo had a hard time as well with blaze spawners. I'm not even kidding. When he was building his AFK blaze farm, he died like 10 or 12 times because he didn't know how to stop the blazes without killing them. I see. I watch all of Grian's, I watch most of Mumbo's. But then again, I've also started branching into Scars, Impulses, and stuff like that. You know? Mostly it's just because content is content and I need to consume it, or else I'll die. But, you know. That's its own issue for another day. I know, I watched his video on his breaking of the nether portal frames, and fuck, I felt like such an idiot, because I understood nothing. I didn't understand anything. But then again, I also recognized a long time ago that I'd be nowhere near as smart as, you know, people who do redstone pretty much for a living. Yeah, you can call it that they do it for a living. Because he broke a redstone, or obsidian, and replaced it with, what is that? Copper? Yeah. For, who knows, several hours. Because he wanted to make an octagonal portal. A proper octagonal portal. Not one of those fake ones, as he was so dearly calling it. He wanted a proper one. Okay, let's... I think we have a diamond pickaxe. Imagine how many pickaxes this would take if I didn't. Probably. I mean, it breaks blocks, right? The spawner is not like bedrock or obsidian. It's still breakable. I mean... Okay, give me a second. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna test it in that world. Oh shit, this... Obsidian... Flint... Spawn... I guess there's no spawn block. Aw, man. I thought you could make lying down portals. I do not make creative portals ever. God. That is... That was embarrassing. Ooh, that's some fire damage. Okay, let's fly it over this vast ocean of land. I don't know the code to a spawner. Slash give spawner at smart. Apparently I did know the code for a spawner. Ow. I cracked my neck and it hurt. Yippers. Yippers. It dooby doo, the breaking of the thingamabobs. So now we know. Now we know. Spawner is dangerous. Or not even the spawner. The beds are dangerous in the nether. Something we kind of already knew, but it's like, I guess. One, two, three. That's not supposed to happen, so... Oh, did they run away from... Okay. Debris? What about debris? Oh. I missed one glowstone. Where? I have 9. I did miss one glowstone. Thank you. Apparently that did not matter. Pretty sure this is actually because I'm doing this. Let's put this back up like this. We'll leave this area here completely fine. Untouched. We won't even sully it, I promise. Stop spawning blazes, please. Please. I can't handle anymore. So yeah, it seems like that was what it was. Because the glowstone, bringing this down one more floor ruins the integrity of the glowstone build. Ever. Or what have you? This. You know, maybe it's because I've already played through, I want to say a good portion of the game, what is it, Cyberpunk? Kind of boring, actually. I feel like it was very much overhyped. It's kind of boring. And I don't want to feel that way, but it is. Because I liked Cyberpunk, I did. Even if it was a glitchy mess of absolute trash. It was entertaining trash at the very least. Here we go. I have to cut these down anyways. Let's see, this is 2 blocks out, 3 blocks out. Blocks out, 3 blocks out. Damn, so this is pretty perfect right. Just a bit high. But we can fix that in it. 2 blocks out. Oh, let's see. As in shows or as in like reading type stuff? Oh, cracking my spine, breaking my shoulders, dislocate my heart, cause it's all over. I could write music one day. Be smart if I wrote music. I say, well, the answer to that one is, fuck, none really, actually. I don't really watch shows anymore. Like, I watch Rick and Morty, which means you know I'm smart. And if you don't know I'm smart, well then you're dumb. One, two, three, four. This. And that's like that. Fuck, I actually don't know that much. Because I have a selection of shows I kind of watch on and off, so I'm pretty out of the loop for that. You know what? You know what? I don't want to do the entire thing in cobblestone. I want to do it in regular stone. Dude, that would have been probably bad. Yeah, actually, what shows do I watch? Give me a second to actually think on that. Fuck. Because I used to watch anime all the time. I used to be an anime person. I didn't really watch shows, and then I stopped watching anime, and I started watching more like TV shows and shit. That was around the era of Breaking Bad, if anyone remembers that. Breaking Bad was a good show. It was a bit long-winded in its execution, but it was a pretty good show, honestly. I liked it. And then I kind of fell into reading a lot of stuff. I read a lot more of manga and a lot of just novels. And I did that because I got annoyed with anime. I've seen so much anime that there's very few that stick out away from the tropes. Like, there was just so many that were just, oh, it's just the generic trope thing. Haha, we're funny, we're cool. Please love us. And it wasn't funny or cool. It was annoying. Very much so annoying. That guy wanna fight. I need to build another sword. Nice that we know that a lot of our creatures. That actually is a good question, though. I mean, because you're talking about like serialized videos, right? You know, like things that could kind of be shown on TV, kind of thing. Not like, you know, the random stuff that YouTubers create, which are good. Because if we go by that, then I watch Camellia Curve's Glitch Tale, or Curvez. I don't know how to say it. I watch her self-made Glitch Tale. It's a good watch. I enjoy it. I watch what is it, Vizipomp? I think that's the name. Watch her episodes of Hell of a Boss, and I would watch her episodes of Hotel Hell, but I don't think those have been released yet. And I think those got picked up to be worked on by an actual professional TV team. There is that difference as well. Nice. Thank you. I know bricks don't really change much, but it's aesthetic, right? Everything is aesthetic. I don't want everything to be non-aesthetic. I have a lot of animals. I've got 3 animals. That's a lot of animals. They're all kind of annoying. Fucking bitch ass cats. I am still thinking on it. Even if it doesn't sound like I am, my brain motor is running at full capacity. I'm just in the midst of having a stroke or something like that. Huh. Let's see. What do you think, Peter? What kind of shows do I watch? That's a good answer. He says, fuck you. So I guess I don't really have an answer. I didn't stretch this out, I just am actually stupid. Often, most of the times. I don't need to go this way, ever. This way. This. This. Chink. I do have pets. I have 3 cats. Three of them, even. They're meant to be mousers, but they'll most likely be just emergency food should the apocalypse happen. Oh. I mean, they're definitely a nice choice. I personally enjoy my cats. Turtles? I feel like I heard once somewhere that turtles were pretty high maintenance. No. Yes? Maybe. I don't know. I still think I heard somewhere that turtles had a decent amount of maintenance despite being fishy creatures, fishy boys. I have a friend who's breeding geckos. Or, yeah, geckos. It's a very interesting thing to see. It's like, I don't know who would pay for geckos. To such a degree that you think you could... Like, they're not thinking of it as a stable job, but more like a, hey, it's an extra couple dollars kind of thing. But how much higher do I need to go? Do I need to go 3 blocks up as well? Also, do I need signs? How many signs do I need? I'm pretty sure I need signs for this. Like, am I right? Am I wrong? Hard to tell. Kinda weird to think that we've been in the Nether for basically 3 hours in and of itself. Or not 3 hours, a full hour, sorry. Look at that walk cycle, that's a cool walk cycle. I mean, I say cool, but it's actually kind of dumb. Hello, Slitheru! Welcome, it's been a while since you last showed up. Last partook in our cancer. I mean, cancer's not a fun thing to joke about, but you still took it in. That's a lot of skeletons. Look at them playing over there. They're having a ball! But no, I'm saying I am cancer. I'm saying my content is trash. Actually, no. It'd be kind of really weird if I was considered bald. I have a lot of hair. Long, flowing locks of hair. Scraggly, bushy beard. Truly the epitome of hair on my head. Damn. Well, I guess you can think of me as bald all you want. Face cam, yeah. One day. That is some nice stone. I even ship you one. Oh, no worries. We all know how it feels. I hope. Actually, that'd be a bad thing to hope for. I mean, kinda. At least then I know I wouldn't be alone. Also, I never once said I was not a sick person. Okay, Rusty. Do we need signs? Do we use signs at all? I made a bunch of signs because I was getting ahead of the curve. Do we need signs? Okay. I have another question first. How high do we have to cover? Because this is completely uncovered. Do we have to cover 4 blocks above it? Or 3 blocks above it? Like, how high do we go? Do the deets, man. Child? Person? 2 blocks up? So like here? Slab and span there. And do that. Like that side extends out so much. Because I was only doing half the side right now. That would make sense. Let's recycle this world to what we want. Damn, it's been a full hour since we entered this wonderful, wonderful nether. You know, it's really funny that I'm making a blaze rod farm, but I probably don't actually need blaze rods in such excess. The word is hell. I mean, that's true. But I can't say that word. I mean, what will happen if I offend all my good Christian fans? You know, if my swearing didn't already. Christio-Catholic fans. I know from experience that some of them... Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I didn't know it was a point of contention for people. Especially since I'm here trying to save resources. I keep turning my neck and I can hear it audibly crack, and that's probably not a good sign. Ooh, you know, neck goes crick crick and you're like, ooh. Next moment you're inside the hospital. I don't think I've really been in the hospital for anything in my life, actually. Which is pretty amazing. There. Corners covered, roof covered, everything covered. Saturated baby. Eat. Do I break this and put it on? Or do I just put it on up here? Also, why would I put lava in when I still haven't made a drainage hole? What, up here? Orders are confusing, master. Not understand. Okay. I wasn't talking about signs, I was talking about the slab. Said put lava in corner. Lava in corner. Okay, cool. But how far do I make them fall? Blocks? Blocks. Blocks. Blocks? That's not 5 blocks though. More than 5 blocks. Okay. Oh, Okay, that's 5 blocks. Do I need another slab here? But slab. Slab. Hopper. It feels like I'm a child being directed around, but honestly, it wouldn't be wrong. Okay, so that gets me the drops. And do I put a slab here? Pretty sure I would have to put a slab here, wouldn't I? Make sure I don't get hit by the blaze. Oh. Slab on the hopper. Makes sense. Don't put slab on hopper? Put a second hopper there? And then put a hopper on top of that slab. That's what you said. Put hopper on slab, and then said sorry. I mean, you're not alone. At least there's many of us. And so I break this and put slab on top of this. Correct? Okay. Slab, lava, bread. Be doing this with fire resistant potions, but fuck that noise. Come on, glowstone. Break quicker, break quicker. I need to get out of here. Oh, okay. 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 I survived. I knew something like that would happen when you're placing a fast spreading block. But I'm alive, I survived, I'm decently happy. Oh yeah, baby. I think I'm gonna need the second slab here actually. Just for consistency. Because area. definitely don't want to. All I guess yeah, they're spawning slowly. That makes sense. Nice. Thank you. That works really well. Nah, I'm probably good. And look at all we've done today. Look at all we've achieved. There you go. Immortalized in the word. In the word. I have a bunch of signs and I'm going to use those signs. This is going to be the E room. It'll be filled with E-boys and E-girls and gamer juice. Actually, probably shouldn't be filled with gamer juice, but still. Yes, Rusty? You don't want your room filled with E-boys? I mean... Oh, okay. I'll put it off in the corner. No, wait a second. Jiggy! I deserve to be shot. It's modern art. This is like the best room ever. Like, I don't think anyone would ever have an issue with living in this room. The sound of static from the blazes, E. Don't trust a wraith. Ow. Ow. Ow, please. Oh no, that's so horrible. That's hell. That is. Ow, please. Don't trust a wraith. Oh, that is the epitome of hell right there. It's an arrow. That would bring OCD to someone if they saw that. You know, for a second there, I was going to say that the E's are just turned over A's, but they are They are intrinsically different by 1 pixel. The E has this little corner piece, the A does not. That is all they're different by. They are literally the same without that is angering. I made a star! It's not good. It's not good. Le-i. Le-i. No, it wouldn't be like that, it'd be like that, wouldn't it? Paste. Map. Find E. On E equals E to the power of 3 points up by 4. E plus E to the power of 9 E equals E 3 plus 4. I'm good at math. Equals MC squared. Nah, that's too obvious. There we go. Now they're all dead. Only 2 blaze rods. Guess we should take our spoils and go, shouldn't we? Before we overstay our welcome. I don't need to take the bricks on. There goes those lovely pieces of candy. Into the fire! I can't imagine AFKing at a farm for hours on end. Like, I kind of do that at home with the iron farm, but that's because I'm naturally near the iron farm, right? Not exactly purpose. That is ugly. Interesting. Tried to do sky block, but it spawned you in the nether. That's interesting. I mean, like, when I tried to load up the, whatever it's called, the one block, first time I had it on the wrong version of the game, which made me spawn inside of the earth, so that was fun. Yeah, not gonna lie, living in the nether is pretty awful when you spawn in the nether. Remember, we've done it, we've tried it, we failed. I failed spectacularly. But I've done it, I've tried it. It's awful. Like, unless you get lucky with piglin barters, you're not getting anything better than stone. Or if you get lucky with, you know, random chests. But even then, you shouldn't be counting on luck to get there. Yeah, I like it. Not a bad color. That is the cobble path, so I gotta go just this way. In fact, we have a bluewood forest just over there. Actually, I went the wrong direction. Just this, I think. I could be 100% wrong. That could also work. And we have a bluewood forest over there as well. There it is. There it is. Look at that, baby. Look at us returning home. Champions of our own accord. That made no sense. Good. We'll take our fucking... That's a hard neck crack right there, sir. Okay, we'll head back in. Look at these boys. Look at those boys. Happy little baby boys. Bouncing baby boys. Diamonds. Nice. That farm, you can sit there for now. That'll sit there. That's not the right spot. That'll sit in here. I have to organize this chest. It's kind of a mixture between two different chests, and that's not good. I guess glowstone dust will sit inside. No, it won't. We'll put all of our nether stuff in here for now. Wood. Cobble. Cool, we got blaze rods. Now we can finally start doing potions. For better trade deals. Once we brew them, because what is it? A weakness potion and a golden apple? That's pretty good. That's how I die. Yes, that'll be how I die. Golem, there's... Look at him. Look at that fancy boy. Look at that fancy boy. Everything is looking... It's looking green. Yes! 25, not bad. That's right. And we're gonna turn this area green with green glass on top, which is why we have our cactus farm producing cactus, which is why we needed the cactus farm. We have a lot of stuff to do. We have a lot of things going on. Hell, we even have our rail station. Look at that. Look at that, boy. That is a rail station if I have ever seen one. Did we eat all of the bread? I guess, yeah, when you're getting injured constantly. Food doesn't last, does it? Oh well, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. That's a problem for future me. So thank you everybody for coming and watching and joining us today. If you liked what you saw, have you check us out else, man. If you didn't, then oh well. Thank you so much, and have a great night.